y'all don't really want it like that. Yeah. Here comes the, no. Here comes the, oh. Here comes the, y'all don't really want it like that. Yeah. Here comes the, no. Here comes the, oh.
What's going on YouTube? In this video, we're bringing back the best blitz from Madden 21. In my opinion, this was my favorite blitz to come out in to cause chaos for my opponent. It's a really good scheme you can run out of this blitz. I know a lot of y'all are familiar with it because even in Madden 21, when I said it was new to me, I had people say, you know, this blitz has been around for a minute. For me, it was new in Madden 21, but I have a lot of knowledge with it now. And the play that we're talking about in the formation is the 3-4 odd, the pinch dog 2 press. It works the same, if not a little bit better than it did last year. I'm going to show you why when we get to the practice field. The main play that we're going to be talking about is the pinch dog 2 press. That is the go-to play. That is the go-to blitz, especially like if you're, it can be a situational defense where, you know, it's 3rd and long, 2nd and long, and you want to just cause some quick pressure and pick up the, you know, their go-to check down and just create problems. But there's so many different defenses you can come out in and disguise this defense, make them think you're doing a blitz. Come out in a cover 4 drop, which is my favorite go-to defense to disguise it with, is cover 4 drop show 2. But you also got cover 3 hard flats. Cover 9 is really good. A lot of people have been using cover 9 and cover 6. They're kind of hand in hand. You also got pinch dog 3, which is cover 3, same blitz. But I stay away from that one. I don't really use that one too much because the coverage isn't as good as I want it to be. If you're gonna do the blitz, make sure you're out of the cover 2. You got better coverage, you got more people in coverage. It just works that much better. So let's go ahead and jump into the defense and show you how we set this blitz up. All right, real quick with this defense, one of the coaching adjustments you are going to want to make in game is basing your line. It's just one less thing you're going to have to do on the field, just one less adjustment. But if you're in practice and you want to, you know how to do that, press Y, and then with the left stick, you're going to hit it to the right. That's going to base your defense. That's going to make them come out in their default form, no matter what offense formation they're in. Because if they're in some type of empty, sometimes, you know, your linebackers will be all over the place. And when you base the line, they will always look like this no matter what. From there, the next adjustment you're going to want to make is you're going to want to show blitz. The way you do that is you press Y, and then with the left stick, you're going to hit it to the left. That's going to bring your linebackers up like that. And then from there, what you're going to want to do is blitz your linebackers. The way you do that is with the D-pad to the right and then down with the right stick. So now you got everybody blitzing like this. Next step from here, you're going to want to quarterback contain. You don't always have to, but if they have a running back and they possibly block with that running back, the quarterback contain does a good job just going around the running back and creating that pressure on that side. So normally what I do, especially when they're in a bunch like this, I'm gonna do my quarterback contain, so it's gonna look like this. But then this guy over here, which should be your fastest guy that you could possibly put at this position, Parsons is just a straight animal when it comes to this blitz. He gets to the quarterback so fast, and most quarterbacks, unless it's Lamar Jackson, he's running them down. So I usually go to this guy over here and I'll manually blitz him so he gets him out of that quarterback contain. It's a much faster blitz. You don't have to do it, but I highly recommend doing that. And then this middle linebacker right here is going to be your user. I would recommend putting somebody with a little bit of decent speed there so you can, you know, when you break out, because you're going to bluff blitz and drop back and you're going to pick up whatever you can. If your opponent gives you time, I like to move my safeties about right here. Normally just kind of set it up to where it's an even, you know, an even defense on both sides of the ball. If they're in a running formation, I'm probably not going to base my line. I'm probably going to try to set it up to stop the run. But I like to do that when they're in some type of shotgun formation. So that's what we're doing. Like I said, the middle linebacker, you want somebody with a little bit of speed if you can. Now your flats, your soft squats right there, you're going to want to put those round 5 to 10 to start off with, because your job is to get to the quarterback really fast and knock out any check down routes you can. And like I said, it's going to be your job as the middle linebacker to pick up whatever you can that's going to come across the field, because those guys are going to have anything that's going to be on the flats, any type of drag routes, they'll end up picking it up. And then your safeties, you can do different things with them, you know, depending on your opponent and, you know, what he's doing. Let's go ahead and let them run the play and watch what happens. You're going to bluff blitz, blackout. You're going to back out like that, and the quarterback has to make a quick decision. I'm not mad at that. You know, he's got 5 yards right there. He can have that all day. Like I said, this is going to be a situational defense, you know, 3rd and long, 2nd and long, and we're trying to get that sack. And you know, we get to once he calls up, we're already in the backfield, and this is what I'm talking about. The quarterback contain, how he goes around the running back. The running back just, you know, he doesn't know what to do, and if the play continued and he held the ball, he's not going to block him. He's just going to keep going around him, and he can easily get a sack. And there is cases where if you wanted to, you can drop Parsons into coverage and just let that guy do his thing and go around the running back. I promise you, he'll just continue to keep going around, and then he'll just get the sack. But you can see once he calls up, we're right in his face. He has to make a quick decision. What he does, he goes to his flats. And eventually, you know, I'll probably put the default's like, I think the default for a soft squad is like around 10. If I'm doing it off rip, I'm gonna start off with 5, and that'll do a way better job of shutting this down. I mean, he only got like 3 yards right there. I'm not mad at that at all. Very quick blitz, easy to get to the quarterback, even with them blocking the running back. That's what we want. That we want that quick pressure. That's the only person he was going to be able to throw to right there. He could have probably hit that corner, but we got the safety right there to pick that up. So that's what we're looking for. All right, so this is another popular defense. You know, everybody does the PA boot out of this, sprints out the pocket, all that good stuff, delay fade. We're going to set the play up the same way, and then I want to show you something and how it could go wrong and then how to fix that. So what you're going to do is set the play up. We're going to base the line, show blitz the linebackers, quarterback contain. If you have time, if they don't give you time, don't worry, you can still get in with the blitz just normal. And then this guy over here, the one that's not on the side of the running back, we're going to put him on a manual blitz because it's a quicker blitz, and we don't have to worry about the running back blocking on that side. Now this is a play action. This is the PA boot. I'm going to show you what it looks like if you don't make this certain adjustment, and then how to fix that. So let's go ahead and let them run the play and watch what happens. So I'm going to bluff blitz, back out. Now, you've seen what happened right there. They fell for the play action. They went straight to the quarterback. Let's go jump into the replay real quick. This is what you don't want to happen. And this is how you get burnt a lot on blitzes if you're not making this certain adjustment. So they got straight to the quarterback. I mean, they got straight into the backfield, but they went for the play action. That's not what we want. Let me show you how to fix that. So go ahead and set the defense up, base the line, show blitz your linebackers, quarterback contain, and then put this guy on a manual blitz. Now, what you're going to do that we didn't do before is we're going to guess pass. So the way you do that is you hit RB, and then with the right stick, click it up, and now you're in a guess pass situation. One, that makes your D-line shed better. You get better results when it comes to getting to the quarterback, even if you're just sending 3. And 2, they're not going to fall for the play action. They're going to go straight to the quarterback. Let's go ahead and see the difference. You can see right there, he went straight to the quarterback. I couldn't get off. I was too worried about watching the play. But that's the huge difference. And there's gonna be plenty of times where you get in the backfield and they're doing a play action and then they bomb you deep because the guys that got in went for the running back and the quarterback had more time than needed, and you were able to get bombed downfield. So just make sure you always make that adjustment. I kind of if they're in shotgun and it's a passing situation, I always guess over the top, or not guess over the top, play over the top, which is Y, and then up with the right stick, and then I always guess pass. I always do those two things if it's a passing situation. And like I said, put your quarterback contains out there and then manually blitz this guy. You can see, I mean, this play is very popular. A lot of people do it. There's nowhere for him to throw it. I mean, once I get my guy off the block, I'm right there guarding the drag route. My safety's guarding the crossing route. The flat's picked up by the cornerback. This is a deadly play, a deadly blitz, especially against this. Even if they let's say that they delay fade the tight end, and the tight end picked up Parsons over there on the right side. I still got DeMarcus Lawrence still coming in. I mean, you're going to be able to get pressure. And if they do set up the delay fade, that's that's just less people for you to guard. Once that drag route, passes you up, go ahead and let them go, and then wait right there in the middle of the field for that delay fade just in case you don't get to the quarterback. Because mind you, you're still sending 6 guys to the quarterback. So eventually, and you're guessing pass, eventually you're going to get to the quarterback. So like I said, just let the drag route follow him to about right there. And then once he has, he gets in that cornerback's area, let go, watch the middle of the field for the delay fade, pick it up, and by that time, I promise you, you'll be at the quarterback. All right, this is gonna be if your opponent comes out in an empty set. You may not think this is gonna be a good idea to come out in this defense and set up the blitz the way we do, but I'm gonna show you how to set it up and get really good coverage and get to the quarterback, probably the fastest out of all of the blitzes. So go ahead, set the defense up the way you're supposed to. This is a good idea of what it looks like when you don't base your defense and your linebackers are just kind of all over the place. You can see they're trying to line up in front of wide receivers. So just go ahead and base your defense. That's what it's supposed to look like default. Show blitz your linebackers. Now what you're going to do differently is this guy right here, you're going to put him in a vert hook. So on the left side of the field, you're going to have that soft squat, the vert hook, and the deep zone. It's gonna change depend, on your opponent. If he tries to throw deep on you, put your soft squat a little bit deeper. Your vert hook, I would keep it around 5 or 10, and then you got your deep zone. Right side of the field, you're gonna have your soft squat, your deep zone, and then you playing, that area that's empty. And then what you're gonna do, you're gonna bluff the blitz. Just watch how fast Parson gets in, freely, untouched, play over the top, gets past, and then just let your guys go to work. Just make sure you get that bluff blitz off. Guard, pick up whatever you can. Let's just jump into the replay real quick. Just pay attention to what happens. And this is why I say this blitz is a little bit better than it was last year. Parsons is able to get in that fast in the direction he does because what happens right here. This guy brings in the right tackle because that's the way he's blitzing. That's the pinch. That's why we don't change the defensive line and the way they blitz. We're going to keep it default because I want them to do that. And then what we're doing is we're bluff blitzing, so we're backing up. And by that time, he notices Parsons is just passing him up. You barely call Hut. You got a guy with 93 speed in your face, and it's just over for you. I mean, he was able to throw it to a quick check down. But when you're going against real users and you're under that type of pressure, especially if you don't have a running quarterback, I mean, you're pretty much going to probably throw a pick or a bad pass, or you're going to get sacked. I mean, that's instant pressure. We're at the quarterback. He's just programmed to throw to the wide open receiver that's, the quickest person he can get to, but we're right there in his face. This blitz is so fast. Like, that's why I said my soft squats, I'd probably set him at like 5. Because like I said, at default, he drops back to about 10. You can see right there, he's at 10, which you would probably think, oh, well, you could probably hit the crow route. But by the time the crow route develops, I'm already 2 yards in front of Russell Wilson, and we can easily get the sack right there. You're going to throw a bad pass. He just happened to, find that flat, get open. And I'm not mad at that. I mean, he got, 2 yards, 3 yards. He can have that all day. All right, so now what you can do after you send a blitz at him a couple times, or, you can, change this around, send the cover 4 at him and then send a blitz. What I like to do, you can disguise this defense the exact same way, make them think you're blitzing or make them thinking you're going into a cover 4. This is my go-to disguise right here. I'll audible to a cover 4 drop, set the play up the exact same way. It's gonna look exactly the same, only you're going into coverage with more guys than the blitz. And you just start getting your opponent guessing. Or you can do it the opposite, where you're coming out in the cover 4, you do it a couple times and then they get into a third down, set the play up the exact same way, and then send the heat at them and they're not expecting it. This play is really good, this cover 4 drop. You get really good results. You can run this defense, throughout the whole game, and then just make adjustments with your curl flats, your hook curls, depending on your opponent and what they're doing. And this is a really good blitz scheme. You got your blitz, then you got your cover 4. You also have cover 2. You also got cover 3. If you want to use it, I would stay away from it, but you got it. So there's more things you can do than just a blitz out of this formation, and that's what makes it that good. Plenty of times where I fake somebody out, they think I'm sending a blitz, and then I come out in a cover 4, and then they think they're going for a quick check down, and I got everything bagged up. Then, with time being, and that's another thing, I still bluff blitz. So I can get a one-on-one with one of my guys on the outside. So I'll set it up like this, bluff blitz with the linebacker, and then back up and allow one of my guys to get one-on-one. Because if not, most of the time your outside guys are going to get double teamed, and that's not what we want. It's going to take longer to get to the quarterback. So every time I get an opportunity, I bluff blitz, back out, and then just pick up whoever I can. So this is a really good scheme. Give it a try. If you don't have a go-to defense, a go-to blitz right now, I've been getting sacks left and right, interceptions left and right, just creating chaos, because you get to the quarterback so fast, and everything works. And then you can end up disguising it with the cover 4 or cover 3 or whatever it is, a man coverage, cover 2 over the top. You got all kinds of defenses you can make look exactly the same but then your opponent does not know what you're going to do. And that's when things get interesting for you. And, you know, your opponent has to guess, is he going to do this? Is he going to do that? And it just causes problems. But with all that being said, enjoy the play. I'm telling you, try it out. You'll get some sacks. You'll get some picks. It's going to do some good things for you. It is a high risk, high reward defense if you do the blitz, because it's going to take you as a user to pick up that open guy. And that could be, you know, game changer for you or game changer for him. If you get the pick or if he burns you, it's going to be on you. So like I said, it is high risk, high reward, but I've had more success than failures with it. And it's changed the game for me to where I'm comfortable with a 2-score lead because I got that turnover. So like I said, definitely give it a try. One thing I forgot to mention, this is out of the New York Giants playbook. This is what I've been using. And I've been going in between Cleveland Browns and New York Giants. I'm still trying to figure out what I like better, but for now I've been using this and it's just been giving me more success. With all that being said, go ahead, like, comment, subscribe. Let's get it.